You know, it must be pledge month for me or something. Cause I swear to God, I usually I'm more freaking reserved about who I talk to. I mean, right now I only see some stupid ass guy talking to me back in the freaking microphone, but I know this is going out to everyone I YouTube with, and it's like I don't know. I want to have the self confidence to be confident, but you know I don't know. Stupid is as stupid does, and it's like I can kind of kick myself for some of the things I say online, but then again, I believe in my ideology, and yet I'm not sure if I should believe in my ideology because I get to points where there's questions, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm back to me. Oh. And then you gotta have more in the freaking ideology than freaking, oh, I don't know, okay, I mean, shit. Because I've got myself talking to like three people that I would have never freaking bothered with. But then again, it's like the point. It's like, why bother bothering? It's just something that's I've constructed to make myself feel good, I guess. And that's like crap because I really do believe in it. Grape juice. But I really do want to believe in it. And it's like, this is like college level stuff. You know, and I went back and I looked at some of the things I was saying in terminology, and it was like I had used terms that weren't that didn't have the definitions I was using them for. I mean, I was talking about uh, nanny states, and it was like that was used to freaking mean something else. I was using it for like big government. I was using the term nanny state for big government. Well, I was calling friggin' uh, uh, civil rights law uh, nanny state law and socialist and other shit. But I gotta stop using those terms so interchangeably and stick with their proper definitions. Learn them better. I don't know, because I don't want to be some like MRA type of person, or it's definitely not true forced loneliness. I mean, I think being with, oh, yeah, why not? Why not go off on a tangent? What the fuck? It doesn't matter. I think being with a woman takes a certain amount of zen. At least if you're frigging not gonna frigging work on some type of skills to friggin' make women attractive. To make you attractive to women. If you're not gonna put in the work for the skills, then you gotta put in the friggin' mindset to friggin' be with a woman, and that's hard. Because the more you do, the less you do to freaking get a woman, the more you have to do to be with a woman. Really. Now there, that makes sense. I mean, because if you're putting in all this work, like good body, or making lots of money, or intelligence, or things that make you desirable, then, let's say, okay, I've got something, because really all desirability is your self-worth invested in yourself to show somebody else that you can be equally invested in them. I think that's true, don't you? And it's like, that's what these true force loneliness guys don't get. And that's why I don't like the MRA thing too much either, because I could be very bitter about my child support and all this other shit, but it's like, at the end of the day, do you really want to focus the camera around to yourself? I mean, law is like, here I go with the you-knows. Damn it. But law, for men, it's just blatantly misanderistic. So you don't even have the language, society, and English culture to friggin' or English language in Western culture or any other culture I know of to friggin' I'm sure somewhere out there to be friggin' to have the proper words to change the definition around between misogynistic and misogynistic and and just terms. I think people are suffering from terms. But the law is not equal when it comes to men and women. And I don't mean the poor woman. That's just played out. I mean, I'm talking about the freaking rights of the man that are being denied because they're trying to compensate for the rights of the woman that isn't getting compensated. And however much you believe that patriarchy crap, I don't know. And again, I can see how it's entirely true. But anyway, the point is that I've been talking to like 3 people, and it's all been about positive and negative rights. And some of these people are like, I don't know. I met this one lady, and I was just spouting off, and she came back and said something intelligent, and I'm like, but still friggin' politically left as far as you go, right? And I'm just like, okay. And I tried to friggin' come back and say, set up a whole video and talked too goddamn much. And friggin' said, oh yes, this is my grand philosophy, of social deregulation. Yeah! And it's like, well, what's this about? It doesn't make sense. You're using all this terminology and everything, and then I got like 2 sentences out of the fucking thing, I mean, not her fault. I'm not sure. She might be transsexual. I'm not sure. But oh well, never know in this day and age. Not me, brother, but whatever. And you're in the freaking atheist community, you friggin' live the life. Whoa. But it's okay, fine. Tried to make some dialogue there, but society's all ruined on the dialogue. It's okay. So then I'm like, okay, I'm talking to this friggin' loony fucking tune. I mean, this guy, man, he's friggin' trolling this page, and I find myself friggin' going, yeah, but what about the rights and the MRA rights and the friggin' men versus women? And, are you really doing anybody a favor? And I'm like thinking to myself, why the fuck am I talking to this rapey friggin' troll, And it's like, I almost feel like, well, geez, you friggin' stupid friggin' Christard, Christard, friggin', God's just gonna exist. He's just gonna zap you friggin' right there, Hey, Jesus, we don't got no whores here, do we? Fucking Stigma Dane. I mean, what the fuck is that shit, man? Why am I talking to that fucktard? Then I got other people talking to me that were like major drama people, but I don't even want to friggin', I'm just like, no please, no drama. Yes, you're very nice. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck accent I'm doing here, so just, I don't know, that just came out of the blue. I'm just like, no, I don't do much drama, oh, fucking Indian now, okay. Great. If I ever get above friggin' 100 views, I'm gonna be lambasted. I mean, it's just, yeah. I don't know. And then, and then there's like the Trayvon Palooza, and it's like, oh, I'm on the wrong side of that. I mean, when friggin' Facebook. Okay, I'm just gonna say the name everyone knows him as. He used to know him as. When Variant Blast starts telling you he's pissed at you because you're so damn offensive, you've got a problem. Yeah. I mean, I can't believe he got that mad that one time. But but I'm stuck between this other guy, and it's like, he's just like, well, no, I really like you and stuff, but, you're a complete friggin' retard asshat racist, well, he didn't say retard, but, I was just like, And then I see the friggin' uh, the evidence chain and the maps and stuff, and it's like, oh, that's what you mean, okay? Oh, shit. I mean, it's like, wow, okay, yeah, I understand there's evidence and there's a little bit of a context now that it's shown. I didn't know where from Adam you would dig this stuff up at to find out about keys and bags and evidence scenes and the whole thing doesn't really make a damn lick of sense. One bag's dropped here, one key's dropped there, and and then all of a sudden there's supposed to be this and that, and all these different freaking camera angles into freaking this freaking clusterfuck of freaking social controversy, and then the freaking Mr. Can't We Get Along passed away recently. Oh, that's just wonderful. Not making a very good point for gun law nowadays, are we? Yeah. I've been watching too many gun videos on YouTube. I just I don't know. I don't know why I started watching gun videos. I forgot. Look, something's getting planked. That would solve a lot of problems. So here I am trying to figure out social deregulation. And the only problem, really, is how to equate individualist, economic-sided issues as ideals of social justice and class status with the elements of positive rights and status of in social. I'm sorry, I'm talking so slow. I just have to think of this clearly. I always stumble over my words. If I have to talk like Shatner, this is social law. I'm going to freaking do it. So, because there's so much social, cultural, and other things. Well, anyway, if it's social issues, then, and we're talking about class in America, or civil rights, which is a right, and that's like a class, isn't it? Really? I mean, there's a nuanced difference, but when you're talking about people's rights, you're talking about their dignity, their level in society, a level that isn't a class or case issue, because we have no case in America, but we're talking about somebody's right to be treated a certain way, a certain standard. So that follows that we're talking about standards. And we're talking about standards that don't go below a certain margin because there's civil rights law to prevent that. Now, that's why I want to see civil rights law transformed from social laws, cultural laws, social laws on the progressive side and the conservative side that I disagree with. Like, I don't support. Well, I went into all this. I don't necessarily am against gay marriage. It's just I never thought of homosexuality as something that was the norm. Whatever is the norm. I always used to think of it as a perversion, just like any other kink. But then again, what is the norm? And I guess the norm would be the atomic family, supposedly. Back when I checked with things, last thing I heard, morals and ethics were pretty close to 1950s society. So I guess that's all by the wayside now. Or maybe I'm just buying into the consensus that I'm intolerably being drugged towards by the demographic that I identify with, or somewhat identify with. I don't know. Maybe it's just friggin' cowboys shooting laptops and friggin', people, church going folk just don't seem so normal to me as the friggin' diversity freak show passes before my eyes every day. So who am I conforming to? Well, atheism, please. People say, I heard one guy bellowing on about what's so important about atheism. You're nothing but sitting there talking about gods. Well, talking about gods, dude, is like issues and other things, and how they affect the friggin' thing. That's my biggest complaint about the friggin' progressive left, is they friggin' talk about friggin' everything like it's a friggin' secular issue, and it's not, because they got their damn issues involved with it. Issues I don't agree with. Thank you very much. So really, it's like, ugh. I don't know. So I'm just trying to figure out where my issues stand. And how social deregulation and things I really believe in are not just a slippery slope to a devalued, regressive society. Or should it be, or where should it be regressive? Obviously, I believe in some of that too, but I'm just not sure how far, what would keep it from going so far that I would have an objection to myself. And all the crazy people on YouTube I'm trying to talk to, that always helps. Oh, no one's here anyway. I can freaking, put my shirt around my head and do the freaking fat belly shimmy, and people are just gonna be like, oh yeah, Anybody freaking watches this far, leave fat belly shimmy in the freaking comment section. I just want to hear if anyone will leave fat belly shimmy. Fat belly shimmy! Fat belly shimmy! No one's fucking watching this shit. Goodbye.